It's time to start the show. Hello. Welcome, everybody, to 20 Sides to Every Story. We are back with the Wild Beyond the Witchlight tonight, and it should be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens here, as Lim is about to meet her mother, her lovely adopted mother, but yeah, so if this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome, and hope you enjoy your time here. 20 Sides Every Story is a gaming community. We stream many of our games here on Twitch, and we'll upload them to YouTube after the fact. So wherever you're watching, thanks for checking it out. If you'd like to get in a game or play with us, get to know us a little bit better, probably the best way to do that is just to jump into our Discord server. Put the link there in the chat in Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, just check the video description and there'll be a link, invite link to our Discord server there as well. If you really like what we're doing and you want to support the channel, we do have a Patreon. I'll put the link to the Patreon in the chat as well. That helps to support the channel and keep us going, keep lots of games going. So I think we're just gonna jump right into it here, folks. So where we left off, so your whole point, the whole reason why you came to Motherhorn originally was because you were hoping to create a diversion so that you could get into Loomlurch. That was the plan, that was the hope. Sort of some advice that you got from the unicorn. I'm forgetting the unicorn's name. Lorna?
I forget.
Lorna? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, Lorna.
So, you came here, you knew that the hag that is the chief resident of Yan is Endelyn Moongrave, a lover of theater and specifically tragedy. And it recently came to light that Endelyn is Lim Green's apparently adopted mother, and some sort of a deal between Endelyn and Lim's real mom. She's sort of, as you know, hags deal in making wishes come true and make deals come true, but with often a kind of a monkey's paw type thing attached. And so Lim's mother had made a deal with Endelyn to keep her safe when she got gravely sick and ill, and Endelyn said she could do that as long as she gave up being her mother. And the monkey's paw there was that Lim then became Endelyn's mother and has been undergoing the slow transformation into becoming a hag herself as a result. And this is all memories that have come back to Lim very recently, kind of right at the onset of coming into Yan. And so she's been dealing with a bit of that. Other reasons to come to Motherhorn, I don't remember if you knew this exactly or not before you came to Motherhorn, or before you came to Yan, but you were also looking for the lost things that belong to Maple and to Shion, which you know who has those, or at least who last had those, were a couple of Darkling merchants that operate a store out of a hot air balloon that looks like a big storm cloud. And so pretty much immediately as you came into Yan, you saw that thing, that contraption, vehicle docked up at Motherhorn. So after a long time of not being able to find your things, you're at a point right now where like 3 of your things are like 60 feet apart, basically, but in like kind of divergent paths or what. And so where we left off, you all had decided you had sort of you performed a performance in order to kind of get your audience with Endelyn. She seems like she has accepted your offering, I guess. Enough so that she called you up and like invited you up to come and see her. And so where we begin, you're standing, I think maybe with some trepidation. Probably a lot of the group is looking to Lim, maybe, to take the lead here, if I remember correctly. And I don't know if you're quaking in your boots or what, but you're standing right now on the second level of Motherhorn. Behind you, in the middle of this circular chamber, immense chamber, is this big kind of creaking structure of metal and electricity. It's just like kind of like it's got sort of a cylindrical center off of which mechanical, and it rotates, and it's got all these arms jutting out of it with different shapes and writing, and it's confusing to look at, but you've been told that Endelyn has a contraption called the Orrery of Tragedies, and it is powered by the electricity that is collected by the copper poles, the lightning rods that are all over the peaks. And so this thing is whirring with electricity. It's got all the trappings of something that a divination wizard or something would use to foretell the future. So you think you're standing right next to that, and right in front of you is a wooden door that would lead to Endelyn's audience chamber.
Well, I guess we're gonna go see Endelyn. Just like dragging her feet as she's like slowly making her way north. Yeah, yep, we settled on this, talked about it. We're going this way, and
it's gonna be okay.
Sure.
And open the door and like.
It'll be okay. She like takes in a deep breath as the door opens, but like is moving forward to go in.
So as you peer into the room there that Maple has just opened for you, you can see that the walls of the chamber are jet black, and there's sort of gold painted scroll work where the walls meet the ceiling. So it's got very much this kind of gloom, like a feeling of gloom, but maybe with a bit of class to it. Like it's not shabby. It's kind of got a little bit of a feeling of elegance, I guess. There are high-backed chairs that you can see that are positioned around what looks like an upraised dais, like gives you kind of the feeling of a stage. And as you step into the chamber, you will notice at the back of the stage area, there is a little bit of a curtain draped at the back.
Oh.
Alex, do you mind sharing the map?
Sure.
Thank you.
The vision on the map is off also. If that matters. I can see 5 feet from each candlelight, and that's it.
Is it the same for you, Lim?
Yes.
I could see fine. I don't.
Lim, do you have dark vision?
I was about to say I don't know if it's because I have dark vision, but it might be.
If the word dark vision is in your senses on your character sheet, you can see more than I can.
I don't know where to find that. I'm sure it's there, but
yeah. It's not the end of the world. I can see the map on the stream.
I do have dark vision.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that, so you step in and you can see that curtain at the back of the stage. It opens, and what you see there is draped in black robes Endelyn peers down at you from her curtained alcove. And I'll share her image here.
Nope.
Oh,
Look at that.
pretty.
Okay,
Mother dearest.
Man,
Maple is officially braver than I am.
this is ringing familiar because I got to see a little sneak peek of her way at the beginning.
That's your
That's right.
mom?
Now's not a great time for your mother jokes. I'm just saying. No. Don't do that.
Yo, mama.
I got you.
As she makes her presence known to you, her long fingers twitch, and extra hands seem to appear from within the folds of her ghastly dress, and multitude, and they all have like attached to the fingertips little pieces of string or twine that seem to control little figurines that you see dancing about, kind of where her torso should be, but there's kind of nothing there. And she withdraws the gown, and you can see that there is sort of this stage built right into her frame. It's a little bit of like a almost seems like an illusion kind of as you're watching it. But she has a puppet that appears to resemble each of you, kind of dancing about, and you watch one by one as she seems to, as she the first thing that you notice is she has the one that belongs to you, Lim. It seems like you kind of, all of your friends kind of stand aside, and it's like you center stage, and you kind of walk towards another figure. She makes a puppet that looks like her, and it's you kind of putting your hands together and like kind of nodding, very much just like very obedient looking. And she says in this very raspy kind of voice, "I've been expecting you, child. Finally, you have arrived home."
Oh, how long have you been waiting?
I've been waiting 8 long years.
Oh,
Of course, I blame Zybilnia for losing you. All of these sojourns to the carnival. I don't blame you, child. You are not in any trouble.
oh, thank you.
Quite the contrary, I'm quite proud of you. Tales of your exploits returning back to Prismere have arrived here at Motherhorn. I have seen the crying mother of the Herongan. Quite tragic. And the dwarf, you were involved, your whole party collectively, but you've done well. You've taken care of a problem for me.
How were they a problem?
No. The League of Malevolence is a problem. They can no longer be relied upon, controlled. But those are my affairs, Lim. Tell me, what brings you here?
Well...
You got this.
She gets like stage fright. She's kind of like pausing there for a second, like just trying to collect her thoughts. Well, we came here to find some stuff that we lost initially, until we realized that, I realized where I was. Something about where I was before made it hard to remember you mother. She's like trying to like treat her with respect, but she doesn't remember like how she treated her initially, so she's just trying to she's trying her best, basically.
Your memory? You've lost your memories. Interesting. Perhaps it is because you lost something very important to you long ago. Something you came to find.
Yeah. Yeah, I lost the doll at the carnival.
And you can see like one of her twitchy little hands kind of like pulls up, and you can see like the string that was attached to your little doll just starts to like kind of coil up, as if like the doll that was personifying you in her little play was actually composed of this thread, and it just starts to kind of spool up at her fingertips until you can see it was actually hair, not thread necessarily. And she presents the little hair doll that you remember having as a child.
Oh, like the legit, like actual doll.
Yeah, it kind of winds itself up and looks like it was. You know, it's now that you're like an adult, like as a child, you might not think that such a thing is so grotesque, right? Like it's a toy, like you don't necessarily know. But now that you're looking at it, it looks sort of unnerving, or not that the sentimentality of it is lost on you, but you kind of see how fucked up this is.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yuck her yum.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, a little self reflection, going like, huh, I played tea parties with this thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have so many therapy sessions.
This isn't gonna go well at all.
Yeah.
She's just gonna kind of give a big awkward smile. She's kind of like, to like the group, and then she's like, "Oh, thank you." And so she'll reach out to take it.
Withdraws it.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what this is? How much has Zybilnia shared with you?
If my memory serves me right, it was made from the hair of my past mother. And she's like trying to
she phrased that.
You like the way that I phrased that?
Your past mother.
All right. That's good, because I was trying to think of that. I didn't want to say real mother. Out of character.
You still
That's what I'm
shouldn't.
saying.
Oh,
Sorry, I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay.
And
I'd be
yet
real
you
careful.
came seeking it. This is a memento of the past. This is what you need to forget.
oh.
Only then can your transformation be complete. You are powerful, but you are not yet a hag.
Is that a goal?
Yeah, it's that I was gonna ask. Is that like priority-wise up here?
She's not going to answer them quite yet. Because, no, it's not a goal. But she doesn't want to say that in front of
Right. Oops.
mother.
No offense, Miss Lim.
No offense taken. You clearly are not of our kind, and you are probably have many boorish superstitions and prejudices.
So many.
It can't be
You're right.
fixed.
I'm so sorry.
We have been working on that. So you're saying that to not have the doll will complete my transformation, and just to make sure, because I think I missed something earlier, like my audio cut
The
out. So.
doll is but a representation of your obsession with your human past, or your tiefling, was it? Tiefling.
Yeah,
past.
tiefling.
You must forget about that life. It is meaningless to you. Your place is here with me.
Oh. They didn't even.
Ah,
Do you know? Hello. Hi. Sorry,
Hello,
I didn't mean to.
Vish.
you
Hello.
can do this.
She's been looking at my social media.
You've been posting.
Would you stop poking me, please? Thank you.
Just all of Lim's social media since day one just went through my head. What have you been posting? Sorry.
Killed a rabbit.
No regrets. Hashtag YOLO.
We are here. Just posted all the location, every location. How did they know? Tagging everyone. I don't know. Is that what you could do? I forget. It's been a while since.
Never again. Hashtag butter. Hashtag gross.
And see.
How do you know me?
But she just kind of looks towards the door. The orrery of tragedies tells me many things. I knew that Lim would return home, and I knew that she would return with the four of you. That oil can.
I pat him on the.
He's just like quiet for like the first time since you picked him up.
You okay up there?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Are you? You're saying that I could call you. I don't know. A friend? You're the mom of a friend. So how would you like us to address you? I don't want to be rude.
You can call me Endelyn.
Endelyn? Okay. So you keep on talking about Zybilna.
My sister.
Oh, so that's her auntie.
Yes.
What's she up to?
She's just like kind of, you see, she just kind of floats over to you and like looks right down on you.
Lim's all tense, and she's just putting a hand on Vish, like.
She's not up to anything at all, and that is how she will stay.
Oh. Did I family issues?
It's complicated. She just kind of like floats back to the stage. And...
Wanna talk about it? No, okay. we're good listeners.
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes,
That's right.
So forget about your items thing. Is that just Lim, or should we all be progressing in a way that I don't understand how that works?
Lim's kind of hesitantly, since she's so close, she can almost touch it. She'll be like, I'll try to forget about the doll, but the others, this is the whole reason we came here. And I believe you have visitors who actually have some of their things. So maybe after we're done here, if it's okay, if we can speak with them.
They are but visitors, as you say. I have no authority over them, though they do come here seeking my favor.
Oh? For what?
Who knows? Maybe they wish to... Maybe they believe that I may let it slip. Something about how their ends will come to be, that they might avoid those tragic fates. Perhaps they simply wish to do business in my realm and collect their silly things from you mortals. She just like looks at Maple, your cosmetic appearances.
You're
Sometimes forget that Mabel has like zombie eyes.
yeah, like
They're all black, yeah.
total black void eyes.
Definitely need to like remember that next time. she gets all ragey and such.
I don't see the problem.
Endelyn says, but perhaps if you had my favor, they'd be more willing to talk with you. I already know all of the things, so just out with it. You have something to ask of me regarding my sister?
Like, do you want to... like the one in, Tither? The one that likes to sometimes come visit and watch shows and lives in a big fallen tree?
Gabeth.
Yeah, that one.
We
We would love for you to invite her here to see a show.
Mhm.
We're trying to put on a show.
And
But you already kind of know that, don't you?
And you did very well. You clearly know how to read an audience.
What did you like best?
Is that really what's Matt wearing?
As much as I loathe Bavlorna, I can't help but think that some bit of me has rubbed off on her, that she could create such a feudal system of rotating out these kings, and the way that you made it a little bit more interesting with your competition, what did you call it?
Battle Royale.
Your battle
like
royale.
The Monarch Battle Royale or something. They were in a balloon.
Saturday night battle fight.
Quite entertaining. I loved how his head spiked against the ground as he plummeted to his doom.
Totally scripted. Yep, that was what was supposed to happen.
Parts too.
Mm-hmm.
The little sad crocodile, baby crocodile pet, and the tears
crocodile
that it cried.
tears. The sweetest tears of all.
Did you like when the king fell on all his kids and squished them?
He
Yes.
embellished that part. That was,
Well,
we thought that would add some extra tragedy
It
to
was
it.
good for the show.
That was actually
Yeah.
not his kids. That was the kids of the heron gun that Lim Green shot the head off of earlier. Yeah, they were little rabbit babies.
delicious. Yes. Marvelous.
So good.
He's like such a good apprentice hag. It's awesome.
Maple's black eyes go even swollener. She starts to she's getting depressed just talking about what the hell's going on.
Sad baby rabbits.
I mean, is that in the cards, so to speak? Like to maybe get Tabitha, whatever her name is here.
I am not opposed to, if you could take something from my sister. Seems like whatever these tools of yours wish she wants for
Yeah.
whatever reason. If you could
Sure.
rob her of that, that would get me some joy. But I am not willing to screw her over just because. No, you must do something for me. That is the way of things here. And there is something that I wish to have. Something that was stolen from me.
Mm-hmm.
My cat.
Your kitty. Who's got a kitty cat?
Not like a baby displacer beast cat.
No. Just a little black cat taken from me by Bavlorna long ago.
Bavlorna.
Should have known.
Why are you guys doing this to each other?
Did she have a cat
So-
when we were there?
I don't know.
Not that we saw.
I know that
Wasn't
she
the
asked.
one-
I know that she asked, like Bavlorna. She asked for that teapot, like the
He
chicken
wanted
teapot.
to get a jar of chicken legs.
Yeah.
Jar with chicken legs. She definitely wanted something like that.
That had
I
Yeah.
can't remember.
quite
You
a
might,
bit.
yeah, you might have seen a cat, a black cat.
What is
in...
this cat's name?
I don't remember. She says my name. The cat's name is Gloam.
Gloom. Like Gloom, but nicer? Gloom. Okay.
So, if you promise to do this for me and my daughter, of course, I will take your word that you will get this done. I can have a letter penned to Endelyn tonight. Or, sorry, to Scabatha tonight.
Well, yeah, I mean, while we're there
Oh.
doing our own thing, we can find Gloom too, right, guys?
I mean, yeah. I was about to say, I'm
I mean,
gonna look to you guys, see if if that's
it
okay.
has to be sort of like we have to go from thither back to hither. So we'd have to, Scabatha would have to leave. We have to go to thither, free Billy and the tools. Go to hither.
Wait, sorry, wasn't. But for Bavlorna, wasn't her chicken teapot? Wasn't that at Scabatha's place? So either way, we could still get that.
No,
Get the thing, return it, or no?
the thing that she wanted was with the merchants.
Okay, so we
chicken
can go
bone
talk to the
teapot.
merchants now.
Oh,
We
okay.
can go talk to the merchants before we leave. Get the chicken teapot. Go to thither. Free Willy and the tools, for sure the tools.
Mhm.
Then we have to find Krabby, bring us back, or Clacker?
Clapperclaw.
Claw.
He might not be there anymore. Get back to hither, to Lorna, distract her with the chicken pot. Steal her cat, bring it here.
Piece of cake.
This is very
All
straightforward.
without getting killed by one of these three potentially angry people.
Or the heron gun.
Yeah, or the herring gun.
It's just
They don't
something
like
that-
me very much.
Well, I feel like, I mean, we were like so young when we fought those herons. You'd probably just like.
I
Maple?
have a question. Yes. Thank you. Do I still want my necklace?
I imagine, yeah.
'Cause you don't
Yeah,
leave
I
it up
still want my
anymore.
ring. I still want my
Okay.
ring.
And
So
this
that's just
time
down the hall.
merchants actually have those things, right?
Supposedly. This time.
I mean, I think we can make this deal in earnest. I don't think that we would be lying at all saying that we can try to do all that and get you your precious cat back.
I think that can be done.
Sorry.
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
We still have a troop outside that we need to get in to act in a play so that Mr. Man can light his torches to get home.
Yeah, is that
Oh yeah.
Mm.
you
Uh-huh.
probably saw us
Wasn't-
trying to do all that too, right?
You speak of the elf.
Hmm.
There's an elf dude,
Yes.
but what we need is the acting troupe to help put our show on.
The Greyhawk Mummers.
Yes, but I know you're sick of them, kinda, but we really feel like they connect with our script.
We figured we
Not
could give
like
them
in
some
talk
new
form,
material
you know?
to work with.
They certainly showed promise.
Hmm.
You want them to perform your material?
I mean, when
We're
you
trying
say
to
it
get
like
into,
that,
like the producer business, you know, putting the shows on. You know, it's a lot of work to be in the shows and do all the work. Really,
but we
trying
can't
to
run all these
up.
errands if we're doing the show. That part makes sense.
And honestly, Mother, you've probably seen me try to act before. You have to agree, I'm pretty terrible.
I thought you were awesome. Wait,
played
never mind.
the hag so well.
Is that really?
You can have somebody make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's the end of the game.
I think
Um,
that's gonna be Vish, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably. She's probably the. I think she might just be solid on that.
Persuasion. Let me
Not
take a
really.
look.
Sure.
It's a 0.
Mine's a
I
0
have a
as well.
+2.
Oh, mine's a minus
Oh,
1.
+2.
All
I'm a
right.
+1.
I have a +2.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and be like, go ahead.
Alright, here we go.
Awesome.
That makes sense.
It says
Yep.
they are awful, and I would rather use in-house talent rather than bring them back in. Plus, they are busy with another task, as you well know.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fair.
Maybe we'll put that on the back burner for now.
Do you
What
have
about,
something to trade for if he's so important for you? Maybe
What
we
would
can
you
make a
like?
deal.
Trading.
Maybe a little bit of. Do you like to see people sad?
I feel
Or
about
no?
spice.
Do you enjoy that? Like just horror?
She likes tragedies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. The deepest stories are those that evoke and pull on those heartstrings.
1 second, okay? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead
pretty
and bring
sad
down
story.
Squirt, and I'm gonna turn around. Squirt,
Hey, I'm so scared.
you know how we talk about being team players and stuff?
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh, no.
just a little bit. Just a little bit of it. Not all of it, just a little bit. We need a little bit of it.
You need some of my oil?
Yeah. And I know you already feel really sad. But if you wanted to show those emotions, maybe a little bit this oil might get us a little bit of help.
You want me to cry oil?
That would be. Could you do that? That would be really good.
I don't know. I'll try. Oh, I'm so sad.
Listen here. You see this? This
Not yet.
little. No, stop. This poor little oil can. All he wants is oil. Even just depriving him of a drop makes him so sad.
It's the saddest thing in the whole world if I get dry no oil.
We're willing to give you half of his oil. Half of Squid's oil, or maybe a little bit of leeway on those guys.
She's just like, this isn't really tragic. It's just confusing.
Is it though? Look! And these guys just gonna hold up Squirt. Half of it, Squirt.
And he's like, little oil is just shooting out. And she's like, you almost made me laugh.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Squirt. Thank you for trying.
Did it work?
It didn't. That's so tragic, huh?
He's just like,
No. Okay. Well,
I have a tragic story.
oh.
Know it, some of it already, because I think that you have one of the players in the story in your dungeon.
yes, you have my attention.
Know the story already?
I know that.
Because I'd rather not tell it again if you already know.
Do you want to tell it?
She just like, she kind of like floats on over to you and like again like kind of looks down, peers down on you, very kind of intimidating like, and she says, whatever it is that you know about that individual, I would have you tell me.
Well, long ago, I used to work at the Witchlight Carnival, and I had an adopted son too, sort of like you have here with Lim. And his name was Jetto, And one day I was off doing some work, and Glister and Gleam were doing some practices of their routine. And Glister, who lit the big tent on fire at the carnival, which burned down and killed my son.
That is a tragic story. And tell me, Arlo, how do you now feel about this individual Glister? What would you have me do with them? They must be punished for such negligence.
Do not believe. I believe at my time in Waterdeep and in the monastery has taught me that in order for me to get over this emotionally, I must forgive her. And so, if it were up to me, she would be set free as well. No, that wasn't the answer you wanted. Don't kill me.
It wasn't very tragic, yeah.
I'm moved by your words, Arlo. This is a very good story. And I will offer you a choice. I will let one of them free, either the prince or this Glister. The other will remain as they are.
That's a big decision. Sorry guys, I've already made up my mind.
You earned it. You go ahead and make the choice.
Risk of offending Oil Can here. And sorry, Oil Can.
Squirt.
Oh,
Would
I don't
choose
have
for
much oil left. It better not be too bad.
I would choose for Glister to go free.
Very well.
Uh,
But I will place it as your responsibility to make sure she leaves here and she never returns, both her and the other.
The moon one. Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Take them with us when we go to... Is that appropriate?
and she'll be free as she is. As she was.
As she is.
That makes me nervous.
Go before the door with no handle.
Okay.
It was the one when we
And
first
yawn.
went up the stairs.
Yeah. Oh.
You will find your Glister. And take her with you as you leave.
Okay.
Cool.
Is there... We need to go and talk to the vendors then too, and that's basically would conclude our business here, wouldn't it?
Right.
And we tried as best we could with the prince and the eagle folk.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Tried our best, huh?
Endelyn takes the hair doll and she kind of tucks it in the folds of her gown. And she says, I will hang on to this for you. Do make me proud, daughter. I will be watching.
Oh.
Yes, mother.
So, your Majesty, lady. I'm gonna go ask these vendors for my necklace. And last time I asked them, I didn't get my necklace, and it really hurt my feelings. And if they do that again, can I mention to them that I happen to know someone who punishes people for not doing what they said they're going to do, like you, for example, and then maybe scare them a little, or just you do something about that? Is that a thing?
Can I have you as a reference?
She says,
Man.
you may say whatever you like, but as you know, they are merch. There's likely a price for your things.
Okay. I don't mind paying the price as long as I get what I paid for. But if I don't get what I paid for this time, I'm gonna drop some names.
If you are asking whether I will cash those receipts for you, the answer is no. You must deal with this matter yourself. But if you wish to go the intimidation route and make them believe that without verifying, have at it. Don't bother me with your affairs.
Okay.
One last thing. I don't know if you know these people or whoever these vendors are or whatnot, but I would just keep whatever you hold sacred close because they seem to have grabby hands. Just letting you know.
Who do
Okay?
you think gave them those grabby hands? She's just like, it's kind of like moving back into her alcove.
Well, I don't know. Just careful because they might grab me.
Thank you, Mother. Well, that was terrifying.
I'll go over to the door with no handle and I'll yawn.
Okay. I'll move your token over there. I
can't see very well with
yeah, I guess it won't matter too much, but I'll just describe. So basically you yawn, and this door that is flanked by the two suits of armor, it like opens, and you can see inside Glister. She is sorry, you can't actually see her. It's actually like kind of like a prison kind of layout in there as you gaze in. And just like kind of wooden doors with like the little semicircle at the top with some bars. And there's like 4 such doors inside that room.
So I'll go and peer in, see if she's in one of them, if I can tell or not.
She is. You step through this opening in the door. It like pretty quickly closes. But as you move towards one of the cells, you can see inside an elf. Her face is partially hidden under a sun mask that she is wearing, and she's curled up on just sort of this very simple sort of bench with like some chains on it, like kind of like a little bit of just a divan or a very simple kind of prison bed that's laid out with a pillow and some meager bedding. And you can see next to her is a book that seems to be a bunch of like dog ear tags in the corner of the books, the corner of the book pages. It looks like there's a crystal decanter with a bit of wine and a bowl of figs. And she's sleeping.
Does this door open if I try it?
It is locked.
Are there any keys anywhere around here?
None that you see.
This is tricky.
What if you yawn again?
If I yawn at this door, does anything happen?
No.
You need me to not.
I'm not really sure. Like, I feel like you said the back door closed. The door closed behind me as well, like when I came in.
Yeah. Yep. Like, so it's just like kind of this stone, like it kind of looks like a door, but there's just no handles and everything. And like when you yawned, it was almost like a magic mouth kind of like opened up and like became a gape as well. And you were able to kind of like step through it.
Oh, I guess I'll yawn as well.
Try to get
I
through.
mean, we were told we could take her with us, right? I mean, I don't know. Can we knock this door open? The thing she owned?
I can knock. Yeah, I can knock. I'll cast knock on the door.
You cast knock on the door, and it like instantly like becomes ajar. Just click.
Okay, then I'll kind of open the door and walk in and be like, "What you been reading there?" Yeah.
And
Wisconsin accent on quick.
she
dear.
kind of comes awake, and her eyes take a minute to adjust to the light that is coming through the portico now, or the doorway now, and she just kind of very weary eyes looks up at you. And she says, "Hello?
Yes, it's me.
What are you doing here?"
I'm here because I told your sister that I would help get you out of here, and we have agreed to terms with Endelyn for your release.
You would do that for me?
Yes. Part of my own personal growth, I must learn to forgive. I know that you didn't intentionally burn that tent down. Just an accident.
Well, that's... I don't know what to say, Arlo. Thank you. She like gets up and she like gives you a big hug. And as you do that, you as there's a bit of an embrace there. What's kind of your composure as? Is it like, I don't know, is Arlo like kind of like the person that's kind of like no personal space, please back up, or what does that look like?
It's awkward for sure. Yeah, a little awkward. Like, oh, hugs, yay. She does this all the time. It's uncomfortable. Just kidding, Vish.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like somewhat you're somewhat cognizant, maybe because like maybe you're kind of eyes open, kind of waiting for it to end, and you see Pincushion like kind of crawling up her back with a dart in its hand.
Yes.
Stop it!
You're gonna try to grab him.
Yes, I'll try to like just stop his hand. Be like, now.
Give
you
me
also must
Jeez.
forgiveness.
give me an acrobatics
Chucky.
check to see if you're quick enough.
Chucky
All right.
Child's Play.
Oh my
That's what's
god.
Okay.
One.
No, 13 is good. So you managed to you kind of at the last second because he's crawled up and is like got it like right by her neck, and then you managed to like grab and like yank it away and like I don't know, you stuff it back in the bag or
We put a better zipper on this thing.
she take it and you just hear her say, let me at her, Arlo, and she's like, what is that?
I am not really certain what's going on here, but there is this doll that has the little coffin that I had Jetto's ashes in, sort of animated. Although I have forgiven you, it appears that this doll may not have yet, but don't worry. Be okay.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Very strange. I'm not really sure what's going on. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened since we came to these realms that has been fucked up, so...
Yeah, to say the least. Well, I'm glad that you're here now, and absolutely, take me far away from here.
So your sister should be waiting with Dandelion Knight. Have you met him yet? He's a piece of work.
Amador.
Amador. I
Adore.
don't know him, but
they should be waiting, and I tell her where we kind of left them. Then when we come back out there, we're gonna go back to thither. And one of the conditions of your parole here is that you leave on. So if you would come with us back to thither, we'd really appreciate the help what we have to do when we're there.
Well, I think it's time that we get home.
If you can get home too, that's fine as well.
Yeah. Endelyn said that if I could ever get to the Fey Beacons, that I could make my way home.
What are those?
Are they giant stone braziers around a lake?
Yes. This
All
how
you
she
have to do
described
is
it.
all you have to do is light them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a reasonable thing.
That sounds like it's a
Well,
moral problem.
Not doing it this way. Endelyn and I have a different deal. You're coming with us.
Okay.
But
Don't
now,
think that other way's gonna work.
but now I'm thinking we have enough people to each go and whoosh it at the same time.
Eventually. Do we really want to piss Endelyn off again?
Why would
Maybe
it?
not.
I
We're
don't.
literally in her jail.
Yeah, and it's if that gets her home, and that's how she described getting them home, that would be out of Yon.
Yes, but you would also be messing with the prince, and I had to pick between one of them. Between them, so I have a hard time believing.
Then
we did that.
then you are not
Guys?
involved.
Guys,
We'll get
not-
Amador or someone.
guys, secret plans in a secret place. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's get out of
Maybe not
the
here.
building first.
Right.
Good call.
Yeah, with stop by the
Go
merchants.
talk to those merchants. Why don't you go say hi
Love
to your
that.
sister?
Or-
Maybe she
yes.
can explain to you why the whole lighting the fires thing isn't gonna work.
Mhm.
All right. So,
Shoner, do the merchants have your thing too?
Yeah, they do.
Let's do this.
I've been feeling it since we arrived.
try to move you guys generally down this corridor that you'll start walking down.
Thank you.
The vision is a little wonky. But basically, you head down this corridor that is just dimly lit with those red kind of theater lights that are magically affixed to the walls. And you make your way to this tower here, which is, as you open up the door, you can see there's sort of a sparsely furnished guest room here. And on the other side of these doors, as you open them up, is a balcony where this enormous flying balloon that is very familiar to you is docked. The big bulging rain cloud tethered to its the netting that ordinarily you would expect to be holding a balloon, instead is this magical storm cloud that is contained within its tether. And you can see it is very similar to how you remember, like the basket, quote unquote basket, is really kind of a storefront with a counter kind of making up the perimeter of its space, and it's substantial. It's probably about, I don't know, like 20 feet by 20 feet, and just like kind of shelves that are all sorts of tchotchkes and knickknacks and strange looking pieces of interest are stacked around. But in addition to there being the two darklings that you dealt with, there is also the woman who seems like a similar creature type, but is your, kind of this charcoal grayish blue skin. But she's maybe has more humanoid features than strictly Fey. Almost kind of drow looking, maybe a little bit, I would say. But let me see if we've got the image of
One
her.
that we saw at Bevlor's.
Yeah, is this Charm?
Yes, Charm. Yep, you have seen her. I don't think you've really talked to her, interacted with her, but the person that you just sort of little pinpricks of light for where her eyes are.
Yep.
But she is the one that I think you suspect probably took the things initially. And she is the one that kind of steps forward as you make your presence known. She just says, "Well, wasn't this a lovely surprise?" Are you here to buy?
Yeah. Surprise, really?
Well, we're not really looking for buyers. We're just here for a visit, but if you're here, by all means, we can open up shop. Tell us what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm drawn to my necklace that might be here. I mean, it's not my necklace yet. I want to acquire it. It was mine once before, and I'm looking forward to trade for it again. And I'm trying to feel like, can I see it, or can I feel that it's here at all?
Yeah, you feel that it's there. You want to describe it to us once more?
It looks like a seashell or a nautiloid. So it starts from the center, comes out like a whole shell, and then it's the necklace comes around. Maple doesn't even remember what the cord or chain was. So she remembers how it feels, but she couldn't describe it because she was so young.
Yeah, you look around and you find such an object as hanging just like kind of like on one of those sort of cheap looking like jewelry displays where there's a number of objects. You know, probably I think the thing that you got maybe came out of a box or something, but it's hanging there, and she's like, these two little ones they told me about you. Yes, we have just the item that you are looking for right here. I acquired it very recently. And she kind of grabs it and kind of displays it for you.
Can I feel it? Is this it?
This is it. Like 100%.
Right.
That your spirit, your soul tells you you've been drawn here to this.
Okay,
thing.
I do like doing some negotiations, but I'm not going to come right out. I don't want to play games. What do you want for it? And she's staring at it. Her wings go up.
I feel with you, and as your wings are kind of like jut up,
I know as soon as I said it.
You got a bit of musical talent there, Sunshine. We wants it.
All of it?
All of it. In exchange,
musical talent.
You can have this item. That is the price.
Forever? Okay.
And you can see like the two darklings on their kind of their cloven feet kind of meandering about in the back storage area. They're futzing around, and one of them grabs like this thing that kind of looks like a wand and a bottle. And they come over and she says, "Don't worry, love, this won't hurt just a bit. You just have to withdraw the essence of that rhythm, your melodies, all of it." And
Maple, are you sure?
Yeah. I want my necklace back.
Go ahead. No take backsies. And they start to like kind of grab your like just your like fingertips, and they kind of place like the wand on them, and you just feel kind of that rhythm, that everything that you just got, like that rhythm, the drumming and everything that you just acquired, you can feel it kind of taken from you. And then the bottle kind of fills up with this very kind of reddish brown liquid, almost like kind of like a granite kind of color. And then she hands you the item.
Okay.
And I think it was your ability to keep secrets was like the thing attached to that, and so that that quirk is no longer.
Okay.
And the feeling is sort of a strange one, because you've simultaneously gained something that is sort of non-tangible and then lost something. So it's a little bit of a strange feeling as it happens, but there's still a bit of satisfaction having finally acquired this thing. Although a bit of longing, because initially when you came here, perhaps you were hoping to find your brother along with that necklace.
She still thinks that having the necklace is a step closer to that. But she doesn't have to say that now because she can keep secrets now.
That's true. And Charm looks to you, Shion, and she says, "And you, a ring, was it?"
Yes, you have a ring that belonged to me.
It could be yours for but an hour of your time.
An hour for what?
An hour of your time for the ring.
An hour to do what?
No, that's how it works. Like an hour.
I have no earthly idea. I have not sold that hour to anyone.
I'll take that trade.
Very well. And the Darklings kind of futz around a bit, and one of them just grabs kind of like another like little kind of dish, and kind of a similar thing. Like they take the wand and like place it to your forehead. You can feel. You actually don't really feel anything, as whatever they do happens, but there's sort of this like kind of shimmering pink fuchsia sort of liquid that fills up in the dish. Cap it off. He gives you your ring back. And kind of same thing, like it's a little different than what Maple just lost, because you don't really feel that you've lost anything, but there's a little bit of anxiety that you just naturally feel. It's not a magical thing. It's just what does this mean exactly? But you have your thing back, and likewise, you were probably hoping maybe you'd be closer to like knowing something about your master at the point that you acquired the ring. But you know, it's the next time, whenever it is that you test out your handwriting, you'll be able to read it.
Excellent. I thank you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure dealing business with you.
I have a. Do you happen to have a horn?
Fresh out a unicorn horn, I'm afraid.
Oh,
You
it's
just
a
missed it.
Deco.
A woman who says that, well, I believe she is one of the thespians here at Motherhorn, an actress.
Oh.
What do they look like?
Oh, she's quite caked on with makeup, if I do say so myself. Maybe preparing for a role. Oh, what did she say her name was?
Was it Stage Fright?
No, lovely gal, that Stage Fright. No, a newer arrival than that. And she's just like thinking and thinking and thinking, and then she says, yes. Charme, I believe is what she said her name was.
Oh.
And anybody who's proficient in insight, make an insight check.
Look at that.
Hey.
So
27.
Arlo, so disregard like any specific words I used there and like replace it with what I'm about to tell you. When she tells you about when it is asked about by Vish, she says you just missed it. She says it was just taken. Like she never uses the word sell. And that strikes you as, and you also are, this woman Charm, she seems to be very like upfront and kind of like matter of fact a bit, but all of a sudden like in this conversation it seems like she's playing with her words a little bit more, and there's a little bit of maybe a resentful tone to her voice as she's kind of telling you about how you've just missed it, the unicorn.
see.
And for sure, it seems like she's trying to not exactly lie about what happened to it, but she's definitely not using the word sold.
Feel like there's only one person here who could take something from them without them selling it to them, and that would be Endelyn, but I don't know, maybe there's someone else. Charming. I don't think I know. I don't know. I guess I don't know what these insights mean. I'm not personally insightful enough. But I'll share whenever we're done with this, I'll share the insights that I gleaned with the group. Not like directly in front of Charm, but after we leave.
Okay.
While we are there, would Charm be able to describe what the makeup looked like? So maybe, because if they're playing a character, then she might be able to. She'll probably stand out.
Yeah, she says, well, she had something of a purple lightning bolt down the right side of her face. Good face. She kind of scoffs under her breath a little bit. Not so easy acquiring a unicorn. Not sure we'll ever have one again.
Yeah.
Also, one last thing. I'm looking to maybe purchase an hour of Shion's time.
Oh. Well, we haven't quite processed that item and evaluated it, but what are you offering? An hour of your time?
My fingernails.
Fingernails? No.
I don't know. What do you want? My eyebrows.
How about your ability to create new memories?
Jeez, what?
No, don't do that one, Vish. Don't do that one, Vish.
That would be more valuable than the time.
It's better to do that by copious amounts of alcohol than it is to just give it away.
I was saying fingernail. That's pretty scary. I use these a lot.
Perhaps your name.
My name? Do you like it? Do you like my name?
Someone might.
So how would that work? I just say
It would no longer be yours, and it would be ours until we sell it.
and then do I get to rename myself?
I suppose you'd have to.
Hey, I don't think that's a great idea, Vish.
Why not?
You see how you answered me when I said Vish?
Uh-huh.
Just putting it out there.
That's an
Think it'll get
important
confusing?
component
little
of
bit.
social interactions.
So it's you're looking for something from your grandpa, right?
Yeah.
Your name is his name, dude. Don't do that.
I just worried that whoever gets that time of, that's not good. And now a lot of stuff could happen.
2 hours of your time.
On my time? Okay. But
Probably definitely less valuable than an hour of Shion's time, so we should do
You
that.
don't know that.
I get to maybe no terms?
No terms.
What the heck?
This is a horrible idea.
What What if I gave you... what if I gave you this? And she's gonna hold out the Motherhorn Theater ticket.
They just give those away. It's a freebie.
Yeah.
It's totally worth a try.
Yeah.
You know, we're coming in up here, and you guys are coming in way down
Take my
here.
hand. Take my hand.
Hey,
What?
No. Why?
Take my
Stop
hand.
it.
Slow down.
Stop
Whoa.
offering your body
No.
parts.
Take
Okay.
You see,
Take
she's
my
like
hand.
thinking about it. She's like, "Do you guys know how to twist that?"
No.
Take my hand.
We got so many
Not
hands.
painful. Not painful though.
Like body parts were pretty full on. Do you need any? Do you need a hand? I can
There you
get you a
go.
hand there, love.
Laughing.
A hand could come in handy.
So one of the things was like the chicken pot, right? That is
Mhm.
also here.
Yeah.
How about this? How about I give you my ability to speak a language, which takes more than an hour to do. It takes sometimes several years to do. In exchange for an hour of Shion's time and the weird chicken pot.
Make Lim can make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
What about if I offer not only just a language, but where'd my languages go?
I mean,
Sorry.
you can make the first check before adding more in if you want.
That's true. Yeah, let's
'Cause
do
you
that.
you haven't seen that you failed that.
That's true.
This is not. No.
I'm bad at persuasion, but well, you never know. You never
Here
know.
we go.
Knock on wood. It was persuasion.
Yep.
Okay. Persuasion. Oh, I can set at disadvantage there. Drag and roll that. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
That's not too
She
bad.
says okay, and
Maple face bombs. Nope.
All right. I will get how would you like abyssal?
Yo, you didn't. Oh, I'm not the. Oh, you're so lucky. I'm not the DM.
there's
You
already
didn't
yeah.
pick a language
There's like
before the deal's done.
as
You
you
didn't say which
as you
language.
make the deal,
Common.
you suddenly realize you're speaking like an abyssal, and you're trying to speak common, and like it's just not happening.
Exactly what I would.
And like your stuff is like they're packaging up the little teapot and
Motherfucker! And it's just all an abyssal.
Oh, so obvious though. Sorry.
Dang it.
Maple never would have realized it. I couldn't say a thing.
Goodbye,
Sam?
Common.
Sam? How the hell is this gonna work? We have Shion's time back?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. And the chicken thing.
And chicken pot. Does anyone speak Abyssal, Infernal, or Sylvan?
I'm sure you're. I
Sylvan,
Sylvan.
maybe.
Hold on.
I speak Sylvan.
I never thought I'd have to take Common
Squirt's
on
like,
it.
oh, I
Taking
do.
common now.
Dramatic Elvish
Oh yeah, we got the orc. We're good. Squirt speaks everything.
Squirt.
There we
Squirt speaks
go.
all languages. We already figured that out.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I speak Abyssal, whatever the other one is, the other demonic language, and Sylvan.
We can Sylvan and I can translate.
I speak
Cool.
Sylvan as well.
I have Sylvan, Elvish, Draconic, and Celestial.
Nice. Let me see.
This is gonna be a pain in the buttocks, but I think we've got everything we need. Oh, you skipping
Yeah.
them
Any more deals? Any more
ways
deals?
to screw us over? I would think.
How do I put my hour back? Do I drink it? Do you have to want it? How do I get that back?
Do you have like a crystallized hour you can
Like,
walk
Lim
around
has
with?
your hour right now, probably.
Yeah, it's not yours yet.
I give it to her.
And she's
At the
just
end of
like,
your life,
"Yeah,
you just
bottoms
crack
up."
that.
Do I know how I should put it back? Do I drink it? Do I?
Yeah,
put it-
they motioned for you to drink it.
Okay, I
Save
drink it.
Damn.
It's just because it's you, nothing happens really.
Well, I was gonna say it's mine. So if I'm gonna imbibe it and die, that's me.
If you were about to die and then you drink that, you get an hour before. I mean, you could have. There's options.
But what if that was like a past hour? Like, what if it was when I met my father or something?
I figure it was
That
this hour that they locked up. I don't know.
I don't know what hour they took.
Right?
But now you
Now you
you
have to worry
have it
about it.
back.
Oh, Thank you.
At the very least, your
Thank you.
anxiety is gone. That someone
Yeah, the
will
anxiety is
do
gone.
anything. So
Right.
Excellent.
Well, shall we off? And then I whisper in Sylvan, shall we off?
Thumbs
all
up.
right. So from this point, what is your plan from here?
No idea.
Guess we'd go back out and meet up with the people outside, because we have to go back to thither now.
Yep.
Is there anything else we plan to do in here, or should we go out and meet up with the people that were waiting for us, and then make a plan to get back?
Just real quick, just what was the significance about that unicorn horn that we remember?
Nobody gotten the
Go.
two
It is
unicorns
to remember
together.
your partner.
Yes,
Gabitha
with the
also had that rocking horse with the thing in it that you could put a unicorn horn in.
I think maybe before we leave, I might ask that we go and try to find this person since we're already here.
Okay. Should we creep around a little more and look for a person with a purple lightning bolt down her face or whatever it was?
Sure, we can do that. We have time.
Did she steal it from Charm, or did she? You said she didn't buy it from Charm. We didn't find out if she stole it or took it, or.
She didn't explicitly say, but she also didn't say that she bought it. So.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand the order of that. You guys want to translate that?
She says more or less what you said. We don't know if she stole it or bought it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
if unicorns match
I would
together
say
would be great,
the insight check from Arlo suggests that it was not a transaction like you just made them. And there was maybe a little bit of bitterness about how that transaction happened, whatever the story is.
But they figured that, I mean, Arlo, if they figured out a way to get it without doing that, trading one of their own, maybe that might be even, why didn't you say anything while we were there, Arlo?
Shut up. I hate you.
What?
Nothing. I said that in Sylvan. Only Lim and Shion know my true feelings about Vish now.
He's like, you're amazing.
Wow.
I didn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it would be weird to make those insights in front of that person. It might make her uncomfortable, and we might have never gotten that chicken pot.
I look at you with my black leftover eyes and go uncomfortable. That's where you draw the line.
There are
Yeah.
social
Look at this.
rules.
Do I see something uncomfortable for me? Hey, Lim.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh wait, I guess I can't understand what Vish is saying either.
Nope. No way.
Boom.
Let's go. This is gonna take some time.
It's
There's
the
some sign
same
language
in
along the way.
common and a Sylvan, probably, huh? Like at least.
Shion,
her name should be recognized.
how do you say it's gonna be okay in Lim? How do you do? I don't understand. Just start to learn whatever language she's speaking.
I'll say it in Sullivan. It's gonna be okay.
I'll try to remember it.
She doesn't seem
Second.
too worried. She's like, this could be fixed. This could be fixed.
We got this. This will be fine.
Yeah.
So our first step is to go back out and see if.
Sounds like.
Oh, I can't even. I don't know what to say.
You're trying to
Well, it's
type them in the fantasy grounds.
I typed it will be okay in Sylvan and Fantasy.
Wow.
It's funny because I don't speak Sylvan. I just got unknown. Well,
That's in. Oh, there we go. It does say the translation.
yeah,
Unknown.
it's showing up on the stream though, of course.
Unknown.
Yeah, I'm speaking primordial.
Pretty BA though. I mean, that's like an ancient tongue of the ancient.
That little
gods.
chestnut, you know, primordial. Boy, Jeffrey, that's nice. That's good. I said hello.
Oh, that's a lot for hello. Okay, let's go find this purple lightning bolt lady.
Okay. So how do you want to go about finding her?
Could go back to the stage manager, director lady, if she would recognize who that is by description.
Yeah, so you all walk back down to the stage area and seek out Stage Fright, and she is running around. Looks like, even just moments later, it hasn't been so long, maybe an hour or two, probably let's say 2 hours have passed since you put on your performance, but she's already like hard at work trying to get a new set change happening, and some different actors are now on stage practicing. And you go up and talk to her, and she says, she tells you that this individual, well, actually, we'll say she's one of the actors here. Like, she's like the next up. She's performing a scene. It's a woman that she's wearing a green dress that sort of has this frilly, almost like kind of peacock kind of ruffles, very elaborate, very extravagant, and she's got like a silk hand fan, that she's swatting and cooling herself off. It looks like she's playing the part of some kind of aristocrat or something. I think there is an image. Yeah, and of course she's got this makeup. Must be a part of a character or something that she is playing.
Oh.
Fancy. Super.
And human. La I imagine Sylvan's more nice sounding than that, but I don't know what nice sounding sound I can make.
Probably like if you're listening to like Lord of the Rings in the stuff that the elves speak, it's probably close to Elven, right?
Yeah.
very, very Enya, very
Lots of
gesticulate.
It's the same thing. It's exactly how Legolas would speak.
Mhm.
That is Sylvan.
But if you get upset, you can always switch to Infernal or Abyssal. That's fine.
Hey, lady.
And you call out, kind of interrupting their performance, and she looks at you. Stage fright gives you a dirty look. Hey, I didn't know you needed to talk to her just now. I was finally getting a good performance out of her.
I'm sorry. Continue. Sorry, usually Vish does that already, so I was just sort of.
What are you talking about? How did you have some respect for the art?
The woman in the green dress kind of moves over out of the spotlight, and she just she does kind of walk with this sort of air of self-importance a little bit, and the fan fluttering gets it intensifies, and she says, "Who are you to call out and speak to me in such a manner? Hey, lady."
Yeah. Hi, I'm Arlo.
Do you not know who I am?
No, I do not.
I'm Charme, the actress.
Charme?
Hey.
The Charme?
The Charme.
That's what I said.
I mean,
The Charme?
What would I know you from? Did you ever do Waterdeep?
No. No. You clearly are new here, and so I will forgive the insult.
I appreciate your graciousness in forgiving us. Me, mainly. It was my fault. One time. Got it turned. So, we're wondering. We heard from Charm. This is gonna get confusing because
There's a
your
lot
name
of
is
that
Charmaine.
gleam and gloam and all sorts of names.
Yes, I know. And so we were talking with Charm. She mentioned, lady that Charm, by the way. She mentioned that you may have acquired a unicorn horn. Her?
Her demeanor gets very severe. And she's like, whatever voice, it's almost like as she was talking to you just now, she was playing a character. And as you say that you mentioned the unicorn horn and that, you know, somebody said that you have one, she suddenly says, what business of it is yours? That what I buy, what I do, or who are you? Who sent you? Did Kellic send you?
Fuck is Kellic? Nice. Anybody?
Can
Does anybody know Kellic? Who's Kellic? I don't know. We're just curious because it's not so much of what you have. It's more how did you convince them to give it to you, and they're the ones that ended up upset.
I can't believe that they go blathering on about my business like that, but I maybe convinced them that it was in their best interest to not have it any longer. And they agreed.
See. Okay.
And everybody's like looking at this point, and she's like, why don't we go and talk somewhere a bit more private?
Secret plans in secret places, yeah.
And she beckons for you to follow her to there's like
she wants us to follow her.
There's a staircase over here that seems to descend down to the underdeck, and she like goes over there and she's just like motioning for you to follow.
Shall we follow her?
Oh yeah, I'm right behind her.
Sorry, everybody. Take 5.
Okay, if you got them.
So I'll move your tokens down there. I don't know if you can even really see because of the way this is going, but I'll move you down there just for the audience sake. Don't want to forget Squirt.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you come down, you follow her down into what kind of looks like the understage here. Seems to be sort of like a workshop of sorts, where they maybe make a lot of the props and furniture and things like that. There's all sorts of goblins that are working, sawing wood, hammering nails into little set pieces, painting all sorts of backdrops and whatnot. And then the woman that in the green dress is you see her, she kind of calls out to them and like, keep working, pay attention to your own business, you louts. And they all seem like she's got a reputation maybe that they're kind of afraid of her, so they all sort of duck out of the way and give you a little bit of space. And it's pretty noisy down here, and it seems that maybe her plan was to take you down here where there's all this commotion happening. You also see there's like a forge over here where there's some craftsmen that are making some like metal swords, and they don't look like they're of high quality or anything, but just kind of props and such. And there's a set of doors, really big, huge wooden doors, or stone doors over here. And this sort of probably makes sense. You saw that there was like some kind of dock lower on Motherhorn where there are some crane arms. So you're probably guessing that that kind of goes out to that deck where maybe supplies and such get dropped up or delivered here. So, and so she brings you down here and she just says, now back to the matter at hand. You were not confirming or denying my involvement with those merchants. Obviously, they blathered on to you about it, but what business of it is yours? You say that Kellic did not send you, then who is putting you up to this?
The one who's Kellic. Anybody here recognize that name?
I think,
It's not like Maple's brother or any other people. Nope, it's just...
Oh, I thought it was Maple's brother.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. What's that?
Because I think the door for the short orc, didn't he yell out his name while trying to stab the unicorn, or no?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
You want
Kellic
in on this
directly.
combo? Do you want in
Yeah.
on this combo? Yeah. I got...
It wasn't Kellic directly. We actually know the unicorn.
Oh. So you're trying to retrieve it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid you can't have it.
Now, when you say can't, do you mean you won't, or you don't have it anymore? Is there a price?
There is no price that you can offer that'll make me give this to you.
So I take a step forward, and I'm like, are you sure?
Wait,
You can see, like, there's like a little crackle of lightning in her eyes, and she says, I am sure.
Okay.
I bet it's like a dragon in human form, bro. Be careful.
I mean, I can do the lightning thing, too.
You can? You don't have anything in your eyes.
I would have liked to seen Kellic again, and retrieving the unicorn horn might have been on the road to that, but I guess I can wait.
Maybe... Why do you have issues with said Kellic person? Who is Kellic, I ask her, pretending that I don't know that that's Maple's brother.
She says, well, for one, Endelyn has shown me what he plans to do with me. And so I got out of that situation before said things could come to pass.
Thanks for the raid. I'm Butterbee.
Ooh, we're getting
The
raided.
intrigue here.
Thanks for the raid. What do we got coming in here? Oh, Goodman Games official. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you all had a good stream tonight. We are doing some Feywild stuff here tonight. Yes, thank you so much. Awesome. Yeah, so she tells you that she was a member of the League of Malevolence and was working with Kellic, but when this premonition from Endelyn came to be, she escaped and came here to Motherhorn, where she's been kind of laying low. And Endelyn offered her a position as an actress here at the theater, where she's keeping up this guise of this actress, this Charme, as she's masquerading as now.
Well, are there any leads on where this League of Malevolence would be hiding if you were previously with them? Because I know someone else mentioned they didn't like the League very much. Was that Endelyn, maybe?
She
Is that
and
Sean?
the other members of the Hourglass Coven have the League stationed at the Palace of Heart's Desire, watching over Zybilna, watching over the cauldron, which is at the heart of the curse of freezing time there, and keeping Zibilnia a prisoner as a result. But Endelyn has apparently seen something. She no longer trusts them, and is trying to convince her sisters that their time keeping charge of that place is to expire.
Let's see. Oh.
And she kind of motions to her pack, and she says, "Me having this horn is my insurance policy. It is the key to unfreezing things. As long as I have it, as long as I have it, I have leverage."
See. Oh, I apologize for my rogue behavior earlier. Roguish behavior. Thank you so much for your time. Did not mean to upset you. Any other niceties I should throw on top of that fish? Or are we good?
I was just gonna say, I got a question. Maybe you could help us out with.
Speak.
So, thank you. So you're so good for rough, she says. So do you expect I'm not a doggy. I was just saying.
You could be. Put that costume on over there and let us see it.
Maybe I got the chops. She said, you're so good at. You're so good at getting things just given to you from them. How did you get them to just give it back? Because we're in a bit of predicament ourselves.
I told them the truth. I told them that the League of Malevolence is looking for such an item. And they likely wouldn't ask for it. So I offered to relieve them of this object such that they might not have to run afoul of one of Kellick's henchmen.
And you think it's safe here?
Yeah, it's safer here in under the protection of one of the Hourglass Coven than it would be anywhere else.
Well, that's pretty good. I got to admit. I wish we had something like that to get my friend's voice back. Oh well. I tried to give him my hand.
Just go up there and like threaten that somebody would be coming for Lim's common language, and if they don't give it back, boy oh boy howdy.
Would you say that maybe you would come back? They don't like you.
What did Endelyn see that Kellick was gonna do to you?
Well, didn't explicitly say, but she saw a foretelling of a knife in my back. Whether that's literal or metaphorical, I can't say, but I could see it going either way. It is definitely within his wheelhouse.
Kellick would want to murder you?
For taking the unicorn horn? Yeah, he'll kill her. Sorry, was that the place?
He's as short-sighted as he is foolish. He would try such a thing, even knowing my talent, even knowing my power. Yes.
You have kind of lots of cool power, huh? What did you do before this? Were you just like a pew 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 shooting spells out your fingers and stuff, or?
And she kind of looks to Lim and she says, "My patron is the mother of all patrons here in Prismere."
She doesn't understand you.
Yeah, so you don't. Yeah, she says it in common. So, well,
She just kind of like tilts the head a little bit. Confused dog. Huh?
We'll translate quick. Her
Oh.
mother is
She
the
just
mother
says-
of all patrons here in Prismere.
Yeah,
Does
she-
that mean that that's her patron's your mom?
Sounds like it.
she says, "My patron is her mom."
Right? Or her mom, Endelyn's mom, or Lim's mom.
She nods at Endel.
Endelyn's mom.
Who's that? Wait,
Wasn't
the
that
grandma?
Baba?
Dude.
No, was it Baba Lysaga or no? I'm getting my hags confused.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yaga.
Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
Baba Yaga.
No, we were in Russia. Sorry, anyway.
Do you have a
So-
plan B for when Kellic kills you?
I can't laugh at that.
She just says, "I think we're done here," and she makes her way for the stairs.
Good luck to you.
Break a leg.
Back.
Oh,
Um,
I like your fan.
me.
Look your
Maple?
Yeah. Yeah.
You haven't talked much about your broski. What do you think is going on with him?
I'm gonna be like tugging on Shion too. Like I want to know more about the League of Malicious. What was it?
Malevolence. Malevolence.
Malevolence? Yeah, she's gonna be like,
I need to find out more about that for sure.
You mean my brother, the leader of the League of Malevolence that's currently holding the whole world captive? What?
Wait, what?
That's what I gathered from all that.
What's up with that?
Oh, he really outshined you.
Gotta find out. What?
I mean, already is holding the world hostage? Like, talk about accomplishing life goals young.
It is a lot easier to fall down an evil hole than it is to be a bartender. And with that, she just kind of storms off a little.
Hello.
Sorry,
It's
had
like
to use
we're
that.
trading places today. Something is. Now I can see how sometimes I should just shut up.
How do you see?
Yeah, when you do stuff. Gee whiz. Okay. Well, it's a learning experience for me.
Sorry, Maple, I was just kidding. Sure, it's much harder to bartend than to be an evil mastermind.
It's harder to stay good.
Yes, that is true.
Rise above.
I, for one, appreciate how you
Tell her that, because she can't understand me.
completely ignored. I, for one, am happy that I haven't heard about your kill list at all recently.
Yeah, Charm's on it, by the way.
Arms on your kill list?
Uh-huh. But I, for some reason, can keep that in now. It wasn't easy, but I was able to keep that in.
That's right, Charm made it right off the bat. didn't
Right,
she?
yeah, right off the bat, huh?
They're
Quick.
the inception of the kill list.
We're getting to it. It's not immediate. But if Kellic wants her dead, and first she told us where the unicorn horn is, so Kellic's gonna want to know that. Yeah, she's wicked. She just told us the whole plot. She's done. She knows what
Alex,
to do.
when she walked away to perform, where did she leave her bag?
Oh.
Like when I say bag, like she's got like a little purse or something.
Okay.
Like she's not
I
leaving.
just
Yeah.
like a backpack, like her just leaving a backpack or backstage.
No. It's not something she's not setting it down. Like no.
Not a unicorn horn
Right.
case.
In a special case, sure.
Yeah.
That sounds logical. That checks out.
No, like
I don't know.
You would,
asking if we
you would
should
guess
steal
that-
the unicorn.
you would guess that she would, she would keep it on her person at all time. Like this is like a thing that, with shadows that can detach from people and steal your things. Like you gotta keep your things, your belongings, real tight, real close to you, the chest.
Alright.
Oh, all right. Well then, do we have everything we want before we leave?
Yes, and thank you for your assistance in getting my ring back.
I think we're good for now. Could you mention that to Lim for me?
Lim, do you
we
need
good?
anything else before we go?
No.
Lim's good.
You don't want us to take one more crack at getting your common back?
Oh, we do gotta do it.
I could do a little disguise self, maybe walk back in there, but I think the time between those requests might be a little bit of a giveaway.
Okay.
If you want to try,
An
go
ability
ahead.
to converse with them in common would be a reason that you'd need it, though.
That's true.
You just want to rent it? Like, limited rights or something? What?
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way
Maybe
I could trade.
you keep it on consignment, the opposite, sort of. Like, you keep it until they sell it, and it flows automatically from you back to them to the buyer.
Or is this more like a subscription issue? Like you have to comment below? How does that work?
It's a monthly fee.
It's bad. When you get on the subscriptions,
You
it's
gotta
done.
be careful, though, because I hear that language providers really like to jack their prices up after the trial period.
Yeah.
You get used to speaking and then...
You really love that, and then it's like
the hell did we just go?
$7.99.
All right.
Well,
So-
how about this? We know that we'll be back again anyway because we have to come back here. So we can straightaway check for it next time we come around, or if we see the balloon anywhere else.
And maybe we could even convince them to, like, give it back to us for something we find along the way or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Work.
Out of this other horn place.
You're just gonna like keep like white elephant trading like stuff and escalating fake trades.
Just
Yeah,
just
just
where
with the
someone
big
and
red paper.
around and around like a clock.
Someone takes like a bar of soap and turns it into a house after a few years.
Yeah.
The trading, the
Yeah.
barter video. Anyway,
So,
Yeah.
what would you all like to do?
I'd like to go to thither. How do we think we accomplish that?
Maybe we want to talk to Squirt here. Hey, Squirt.
Word.
Sorry.
You guys,
Sorry, Squirt.
I'm a little
so
upset right
sorry.
now.
No, we need those tears. More real tears earlier.
You said
Why
that
are
was
you
going
upset,
to
Squirt?
help
We'll get you more oil. I promise.
Prince Elgarthus, and now I've got like half the oil.
We're gonna get
You know where
the
we're
oil.
going soon.
Where we going?
Going to Scabatha's shop, and remember what was there?
Oil. Oh boy. Okay, let's go. You should have told me that in the first place. Okay, let's go.
The brownies. The brownies.
There might be some
Turn the
people
front
who
right
don't
upside
know
down.
about Squirt, so we'll show you a little. Why is this an NPC?
Yeah.
There he is.
NPC.
I wasn't even gonna use it,
We love
Yeah,
Squirt. He's
and now he
great.
has a.
and then I was
Place on top of
unprepared
my
for a
head.
session. It's inaudible. Now we got the stupid animated talking oil can.
Stupid.
That's
He's
stupid.
He's our
languages.
translator. I could.
He speaks giant. He's
He
intelligent.
speaks giant.
Uh-huh.
He's intelligent. He's basically the main character of Witchlight.
He sure is.
Yes.
It's a Squirt's tale.
I will too. Woohoo!
Okay, so no, yeah, you using Squirt, you would be able to. It's gonna take some time to walk the You didn't walk up here. You took a balloon. So we'll just hand wave a couple of things, right? You're going and you're getting Amador, and you're getting Glister and Gleam, and you're all heading out together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna say it takes something like a week or so. We'll say 5 days. It takes you 5 days walking down the mountain, get to the base of the mountain, and then cross the boundary to make your way back to the forest lands of Thither, where Loomlurch is. Upon arriving and crossing the boundary, the mists part, and you can see the verdant glade of Thither, and you begin to make your way through. It's definitely the gloom has set in, and like there's like kind of everywhere you go, you can just see kind of spider webs clinging to the low branches of the trees, and the sunlight just has a hard time breaking through and getting down to the forest floor. But your plan here is to head to Loomlurch.
I think we're gonna head there.
That's where Skabatha is, right?
If Skabatha's gone, we'll free will of the Feywild and find that infamous set of Tinker Tools.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull this up here.
So how's
Each
that?
day I cast fly and fly for a few hours just so I don't have to walk at all.
Wait a second.
But just barely above the ground, just so my feet don't have to touch the ground for a little while. Yep, pretty much.
Okay, so you're flying about. Anything else the rest of you are doing? Spells you're casting or anything?
I'm
Just want to
trying
spend some time
teach-
trying to communicate with Lim. Yeah.
I'm
Sign
trying to
language,
teach
maybe,
Lim
patty cake.
Common. Again.
This means
All right.
stop.
You-
If I go,
Pretty early on the lessons there.
Some basic words.
So I just shared with you Loomlurch. Can you see it without your tokens being on the map?
Do not see
Nope.
anything. Nope. So
No.
Okay. Well, based on what you remember of Loomlurch, describe to me your approach.
Well, okay. I thought we knew the prisons were in that like northeast corner. That's where we saw people being held captive last time, right? And that's really the last spot we sighted the Tinker Tools as well, right? So like
Right.
kind of where we exited last time might be like a reasonable spot to try to enter. I don't know what the security and things outside is going to look like with if Skabatha is gone.
But listen though, we're going to there, but we don't even. They're not even made this thing yet, though. You understand? Let me slow down and try that again. We have to find the kitty cat.
we do have to find the kitty cat.
Kitty Cat is in Hither. We're in Thither.
Well, we gotta keep on walking then. Otherwise,
You
they're
want
just
to
gonna
start
be here.
in Hither? Yeah, we don't want to show up before they leave
So-
for the show that hasn't been
So
announced yet.
let me
We've
just
been
let me
it's been
just
5 days.
let me just disperse any like
Yeah.
confusion that maybe is here, right? So, Endelyn said that very night she would write a letter to bring to call her sister back. So, if anything
And it's
is
5 days later.
if anything is the time sensitive thing, it probably is going to loom.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you can tackle it in any order you want, but logically speaking, it does maybe make sense to hit up Loomlurch first.
Sounds good.
Is
Endelyn's-
Loomlurch where we left?
Endelyn's
That too.
deal with you was really, she's putting faith. My daughter is with you. You will get this done. You know better than to defy me. Like
Oh, that's true.
she trusts in the deal that you.
Right?
Now, in Hither, there's already some kids that were captive, so they might know their way to wherever Will is being held. if we don't, which I don't think we're sure, but we kind of have the idea what's going on inside that tree.
Do we try to track down the moving tree kids first?
We don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Do we see a moving tree? Like, is that something we can do quick? Or,
It would not be something you can do quick because, as you will recall, their shtick was they were going to stay on the move to stay away from Granny because they had been fixed to that single location, and you had said, "Yeah, like we're going to split. You guys keep on the move or whatnot." I think they even went to hither, not thither.
They went to hither.
Yeah, okay. So we can't do that. All right, we head right for Loomlurch then. Go ahead.
Grannies. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, when we approach it, Loomlurch, are we seeing like same sort of? It's just like there's that shops and whatever out front, or the whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, is there heavy security yet, or?
So your intent is to, because Loomlurch is a fixed location. You want to try to head from the northeast. And then maybe like scout around a little bit, but yeah. So as you come to Loomlurch again, it is like this, like felled, humongous tree. Like it almost seems improbable that such a tree could even exist. But you approach. It's like an oaken tree, a colossal dead oak, and you hear the darkness is the thickest. Like the sun just isn't even in the sky here. It's just like this perpetual gray, almost feels like perpetual dusk as you get close. And you can definitely see the little stands, the little kiosks that the goblins maintained selling candy and such, but they're all like shuttered up and closed. And you don't see any activity there.
You feel the presence of your tools, Fish?
You do. Mm-hmm.
I do. I could almost taste the unicorn. The great thing about the little unicorn, the zebra that really was a horse because of the wood grains, is that there was something about it that it tastes like it was like made of cinnamon. There's a cinnamon stick, and I could taste it now.
Does it?
Some scratch and sniff going on with these tools? What?
More like
You actually tasted it?
I've been eating the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Looks like they've gone bad.
Cinnamon's good stuff.
No, it's for two. I promise.
Okay.
Cinnamon's good stuff. I mean, I get
isn't
it.
a lot going on, I think we should maybe quietly kind of approach
So,
the northeast.
do you have vision now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come in here. There's like a little stream that kind of meanders towards the northern part of Loomlurch, and like the northern part of the tree just kind of lays prone over it. So you're following that a bit to get there, and you can see across the way is that door that you exited out from the kitchen when you were fleeing here originally. You came out this way. In between you and there are a number of trees, and there is this these are all like kind of willow trees, and their boughs kind of drape into the water and kind of further give off that kind of feeling of gloom and despair. There's a patch of tilled earth right here that spreads underneath their boughs. Several red toadstools are jutting up from the earth there. And the another thing that is eerie to look upon, you never really probably looked exactly at Loomlurch from this side, but as you were gazing at the gnarled knots and the roots that seem to jut out right here, it looks like a face. And the tree branches that are like kind of cracked and broken off there look like outstretched hands reaching out toward.
Everybody see that?
Well, so we sneak around or kind of follow the bank of this river up to the door, pretty much.
Yeah.
See if we get spotted.
I'm taking a look at these things right here. What are these things kind of right here, Alex? I don't know if you could see the red dots kind of poking out.
Those are the red toadstools.
Okay.
Hmm. Is there a way to like, I don't know, like check them out? The fact that they're in a perfect circle kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit reminiscent maybe of some of those circles that you saw. Although I'd say that these mushroom caps are probably much larger than the campus trees. But sort of looks like that. You want to check it out? You're just looking over there, or describe to me what you're looking for.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we're around a hag's home, so I guess I'm looking for things that could be dangerous. And because like it looks like those like little mushroom circles, it's like, okay, like we've seen them be kind of okay, but then we also saw them like eat something. I forget like what we fed them, but we fed them something and they were pretty voracious.
This dwarf.
Oh, we fed them the dwarf? Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yep. Yeah, so that was kind of messed up. So she's like, if these are like special hag mushrooms, like she's gonna be cautious about getting near them, but she definitely wants to like make sure it's safe.
Okay, sounds like a perception check.
Okay. Perception. 8.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just tilled earth. You don't see anything moving around in there or anything.
Okay.
Just large toadstools. I wouldn't say that it's like like it's not crazy for this terrain. You know, you've kind of seen things like this elsewhere.
We can go along the bank of the river and skip all this, or we can check it out. We can head right for the door.
Yeah, I'd say going around it sounds like a good idea.
My vote's for the riverbank idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I agree. I think that's a good idea.
Saving Will and finding vicious tools are my top priorities right now.
Absolutely.
So am I understanding correctly? You're just like you're trying to like tiptoe around it, like just following that where that shallow water is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we use the riverbank as a road.
Sounds good. So as you're moving around there, do you have like a marching order that you're going to be using?
I'll go first.
I'll probably be either near Arlo or Shion.
I'll be second to the last.
I'll be second.
Go last.
All right.
Lim, you can just be right in the middle.
Cool.
So it sounds like something like this is kind of how you're navigating through there.
Yep.
And you got Squirt following around along with you, Vish. Now, are you trying to sneak by here?
I think we don't really want to be disturbing anything. So I think we're doing sneaking.
Okay.
Try to sneak the entire time, yeah.
Yeah, give me a group stealth check. So would you have Amador and those others with you, or would you leave them back?
Yes, I was gonna ask. I guess that's one thing I forgot to ask. When we left Yon to come to Thither, they were all able to come with us then?
Yeah, they that's what,
because isn't there supposed to be some sort of barrier between these like realms or whatever?
They actually came with you because of the fact that you've got Squirt. Like Squirt has been like infused with some kind of magic that allows you to pass through. So
Okay.
just by being in proximity of him, you're able to do it.
Okay, so that's how we get from one realm to the next is with Squirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Amador has that ability too. So he's you got a couple of things that have that
Oh,
touch of
Amador.
magic.
I feel like
Is he with us
if
too?
they wanted to come with us, like
Exactly.
I feel like I'd be fine with it. But if they also just sort of wanted to hang out, like down on the southwest side of this, and like come running if shit hits the fan,
They could be
I'd
your lookout. Sure.
appreciate-
Yeah, they could do that for you.
That way, we're not trying to sneak people in or whatever. And a bee. Do we have a bee with us?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep, she would be with as well.
Bee.
Maybe her and Lim speak the same language. I don't know. So you can all make a stealth check. Do a group stealth check here.
All right.
How do you do that? How's it
9.
Maybe the bee will go by your language so he can talk.
Nice.
Dropped a 4 to save a 3. That's my man. 2.
All right.
But I am
Yeah.
flying, so you know. But like a foot above the ground's not even that far. But that helps.
It doesn't.
With a 4? The fact that you're flying, everyone can see you easier because you're right there.
That's true too. Only like a foot up.
Okay, that was pretty bad.
That's
So-
horrible.
It was horrible.
That's us.
You're like,
Sure
There we go.
was.
the like earth here along the
feel like-
bank is pretty squishy, and so like you just are all like kind of making this mucky sound nearby, and so over here in the patch you can see these toadstool, they start kind of quivering, and pop, pop, pop. Some familiar looking creatures pop up with big, huge, thick steel-toed boots and just like real mean.
No.
The guys with these big sharp beards. Hey, what the hell's going on over here? Who's making all that mucking sound? And as it turns out, I think maybe Lynn, you understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're saying it's all Sylvan, but it's all like nasty sounding. No Enya here. So let me just see how many pop up.
Uh-oh.
3 of them. So we will roll initiative here. In just a second. Yeah, go ahead.
Made it this whole
Oops.
session without
Sorry,
fighting
Arlo.
something.
Well, that answered my question.
Oh, they did pretty good.
The initiative.
And not only are they up first, but they have a surprise round.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So, start things off with number 1 here. Is going to go charging up at Maple. Runs forward and is going to just try to do a drop kick with its boots. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Oops, I don't know why I rolled twice.
That's okay. We'll just take the. Oh, it's a.
I'm a barbarian. That's right. I got the denge on it.
Oh, you got advantage. Okay, so a 19 will save, so you won't be knocked prone. And actually, you just completely dodge out of the way. Nothing. He falls to the ground, picks himself up, and he's got a sickle in hand. And he's gonna try to go for your ankles as he's pulling himself back up. Rolls a 24. Does 7 points of damage. And next up is this other one. The next one up is going to charge forward. And Squirt is just whistling. And he's making some noise too. And this thing is just going to punt Squirt.
No.
Uh-oh. Don't do that.
And Squirt rolls a 7. And takes 11 points of damage. And you just see Squirt goes like sailing up into the sky like 20 feet or so, and then comes whistling down and just gets like stuck in the mud. He's all banged up looking, not great. But he's still like, oh, fish, is it bad? Am I gonna make it? And you see oil is like pouring out the top, and he's holes.
God, it's like, what is it? It's like a World War II movie, or D-Day.
Yep.
Can't get it back in, man. That'll be okay. Get it back in with sand, man.
And this one at the back here is going to try to do a boot at Arlo. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Seem good enough?
Yes, so you missed that. So that's a surprise round. Top of the order, they are up first. Maple, I shouldn't have made that one attack at you, but we'll say it's one of these. And it makes 2 more sickle attacks. An 18 to hit.
Yep.
11 points of damage. And that last one will miss. One right next to Squirt. Just like steps over it and looks at Vish and is gonna make 3 sickle attacks.
Oh no.
Ooh, that one is a miss.
Natural 1.
That one.
That one's a miss. 24 to hit.
That one will hit.
Just swings right at... What kind of armor at this point are you wearing?
Plate.
Plate? Okay. Mm-hmm. So it like kind of rings off of the metal of your plate, but just like the sharp edge of it kind of gets underneath like a weak point or something, just a little bit of a cut on your arm or so. And then the last one is swinging at Arlo. The 3 attacks. First one is miss. Second one is a miss. 15.
This as well.
Miss. All right. Maple, it is your turn.
Excellent. Maple is going to rage. So we'll get that on her. When Maple rages, lightning comes out as she reaches her axe. And Red Cap 2 is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw. See how he does. That's a failure. He's going to take 6 points of lightning damage from the bonus rage part. And then she's going to attack. And I think I finally have 2 attacks. I'm going to reckless attack. Because that's Squirt. This is the guy that messes. Squirt! No! That's a hit. So she can have that. And second attack. 2 4s. I'm really worried about Squirt.
Awesome.
And that is Maple's turn.
Squirt flies up and is going to try to slam into this one right here.
I forgot all about that.
You son of a bitch! Here we go.
Jeez. Score.
He just completely misses. That hurt. That really hurt. Next up is Arlo.
I will try to hit this guy with my quarterstaff, the one by me, red cap 3. Blop him over the head with it if I can. Is that a hit on him?
You got him.
Looks like 10 damage. I have 2 attacks as well. We'll blop him one more time. Oh, maybe not. And then we'll roundhouse kick him with my bonus action, the unarmed strike. Right in the kneecap, I'll kick him. Just kidding. Not really been. Well, it's been
His
so
kneecap's
long. I'm
smaller.
rusty.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah. For the rest of them, not just the kneecap. That's all I'll do.
All right, Lim, it is your turn.
It is I. I'm going to point at Arlo, and I'm going to cast Haste.
Oh.
Yeah. So now you have an additional 2 to your AC. Advantage on dexterity saving throws. And you get an additional action. And that'll last for a minute. So you're
excited.
super speedy bunny.
Bunny.
Yeah.
It's a good bunny.
That is an action, and I don't have anything else I think that I can do right now, so that'll be it for me.
Sounds good. Shion, you're up next.
Perfect, thank you. So, how tall are these little dudes?
They're like 3 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and accelerate to 5 feet up in the air instead. And I will cast Magic Missile at Red Cap 3.
Sounds good. It has been effective in the past.
It has. Alright.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Total of 14 points of damage to Red Cap 3.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Next up is Vish.
Fish is going to sidestep here. And she's gonna go, don't you touch Squirt. You okay, Squirt? I hope so. Either way.
Better.
Careful, don't get into this. If you're feeling hurt, don't get it. Don't. It's not worth it, please. And I'm gonna get really upset as best as Vish can, and she's gonna just punch on shake her fist a bit and shake it a bit, and you'll start seeing a little bit of static. She goes to try to, and she's gonna go down and try to punch this one here with her Thunder Gauntlet. All right. There we go. Thunder Gauntlet. Just have it up. Oh, I put it up here. Okay. After this one. A 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
All right. This damage. Thunder damage. 10 points. Second attack. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. Try to hit this other one.
Wow, very nice.
All right. Both of these now have been hit by my Thunder Gauntlet, and if they attempt, I don't know if they know this, but if they attempt to hit anyone but me, they would have disadvantage. Bonus action, I'm going to give myself some temp hit points. That's it.
Sounds good. Next up, we're back to the top of the order, and it's Red Cap time. This one that has been harrying Maple is going to continue to do so. Just kind of making a crisscross attacks with its sickle.
I would be at disadvantage.
But I have reckless attack, so it canceled out the disadvantage.
Oh wait,
so
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was this
No, it's
one?
perfect.
I hit both.
He hit both of them.
Oh,
I hit
they both have that situation going? You can have it
I hit
happen
them.
twice?
No. Yep.
Okay. Knowing that, because they would know what's going on with that and the attention, gonna turn around. They're gonna focus their attention on you.
Okay.
So that first one probably missed you, right? 11, 9.
Yeah,
misses.
that would miss.
Third attack.
Ooh,
Crit.
that one will hit though. Oops.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay, that would do. That was my 2 points. Okay.
The other one turns around. Same thing. All of these attacks coming at you, Vish.
That just meets my
11 points.
11. Okay. That does not hit. Yep, misses.
All right, those all miss. They're just swearing, and I don't know if you speak Fae, you hear them. They're saying like all sorts of terrible things about your mother, and real nasty stuff. This third one back here, you can see it kind of swearing up at the air at Shion, but continues to attack Arlo. The 3 attacks. I think all 3 of those miss. Then we turn to Maple.
Battle Axe to Red Cap 2, still attacking recklessly. And now it's get off my friend Fish!
Got him.
You can have some of that. And we'll do that again.
Nice.
And then she'll flap his wings at him and throw some lightning, making it as a bonus action. And he's got to make a Dex saving throw DC 14, which he missed, so he takes the full D6.
As you zap him, you just see he kind of drops to the ground, and like the earth kind of like absorbs his body. And he's gone.
And they just look at the other one. I'm done.
It is Squirt's turn.
Squirt the oil can.
Oh, he's gonna make a slam attack. You didn't quite get him. Dismissed. Arlo, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to smack this person again with the quarterstaff. Many times this time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, suck at quarterstaffing. There we go. Hit him once. Oops. Then I'll use a bonus action to unarmed strike him.
And remember, you have a second action too.
Okay, and then... Oh, what's with this damage? That's my second action granted to me by haste and our good friend Lim, the Sylvan Speaker. I will attack.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm just
Almost.
and one more attack. You get with that second action when you take the attack action, you get both attacks.
Just the one with haste. Even if you have multi-attack, haste only gives 1 attack.
Okay, so then that was it.
All right, Lim, it is your turn.
Okay. She's gonna pop out from behind that tree. I guess that's there. And she is going to do Toll of the Dead on the red cap that Arlo is facing off with.
Sounds good. Wisdom save.
You got it.
13.
Does not make it. He needed to beat a 15. So, whip.
Nice.
And
Nice.
he drops down.
Woo!
Da, da,
I mumble good job in what I think is Sylvan.
What'd you say about my mother?
Anything else, Slim?
To that comment.
I think I'm gonna shift around a bit more, so I'm like hiding from the other red cap, but just still like behind the tree.
Sounds good. Fiona.
I'm pretty sure that she can finish that one. I will keep an eye on the rest of them, make sure they don't pop. If they do, I will magic missile the first one that pops up.
Okay, if you ready action a magic missile and nothing pops up, you'll lose that spell slot. You still
Oh,
want to...
shucks. No, I don't want to do that then.
If you have like an attack cantrip or something, you want to ready like something like that, then there's kind of no risk of losing a spell slot that way.
Okay, cool. I will go ahead and ready Thunder.
Sounds good.
Thunder Wave, yeah.
All right. Vish, it is your turn.
Vish will go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and hit this guy right here then. There we go. Use the Thunder Gauntlets again. Here we are. Oof. 11 misses. Let's try that again. Oh boy. Bonus action. I'm going to give myself some more hit points.
Sounds good.
Okay.
This red cap here is just like looking around, he's gritting his teeth, and then he looks at you, Vish, with this look of intense hatred as he spits in your face and charges forward with his sickle at Squirt.
No!
Charges for his son of a bitch, how do you like this one? And swings. And a 15 is Squirt's armor class. He cleaves into the metal, like the sickle pierces through and shears, like a metal clip right through its side. You can see the metal split apart, little bolts pop off of Squirt, and he just like swings, and you see like Squirt falls to the ground and is just like pouring oil out. This big stain on the soil. And he's like and then he takes a couple of swings at you, Vish. Miss. And miss. Maple.
My wings come out. I go up maybe just a foot off. You little shit!
Hits. Again.
Nice. Very nice.
And the lightning.
Awesome.
Still failed. Okay. And it's just like little ticked.
And he's being barraged by these attacks. You pass by Squirt, is just sitting there, like not moving, not talking.
You animal! How could you attack a harmless little oil can? I'm gonna just bop him on the head a couple times with the quarterstaff. Oop, yep, there it is. Get wrecked, punk. Oh. Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Hits. How do you finish it?
Just it was a cool little kick. I like to imitate him and just kick him right back of my heel, just caves the back of his head in, and I falls face down and squirts oil.
And as he does so, covered in oil, it's just like the earth like takes it, and his body gets like subsumed, and he's gone as well. You look down at where Squirt is laying, just an inanimate object in this pool of oil.
Squirt! Squirt! Please!
Talk to me, buddy. Come on, man.
Down on her knees.
Hello, Squirt.
Please, Squirt.
Guys?
Oh, Squirt.
Nothing. No movement. No speech.
I'm gonna try to give a little bit of nasty balm. I don't know if it probably won't work, but I'm gonna try to do cure wounds on Squirt.
Cure wounds. It does not affect them.
Mending? Anybody?
Not yet. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm gonna try this anyway because I haven't done it yet, and I figure like the only reason why I didn't do it is because Squirt was around. But I am gonna try to infuse Squirt.
I love this plan.
I don't know if it'll work, but I have an infusion that I haven't used yet. That they are a homunculus servant.
Okay.
Yes.
So the infusion takes what, like an hour or so, right?
We totally have an hour.
Magic appearance. Combat. It doesn't say how long the infusion will take on here.
Having played an artificer, I'm pretty sure it takes a short rest to do it, but maybe this is a fine pause point. Like we could stop here and clarify that. And it adds some drama to like what's going to happen.
That definitely does.
Live or is he dead?
Yeah, because if it takes an hour, you're probably not going to do it just now, right? But
either way, she's
imagine
crying.
if you actually find your tools and then we take the out. Oh, the first thing you fix with your tools is Squirt. We got options if we wait. Yeah.
So, just for my planning, because obviously this is an interesting point to stop on, and probably.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, hey, Drake, thank you for the raid. We're just at the tail end of our Witchlight game here. So, you know, whatever happens here at Loom Lurch happens. You can't predict exactly how it's going to play out. But if you were to have 100% a positive result here, would your next stop be to go to hither? I'm just trying to get a sense of it for my own planning purposes.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
And so, right, because we can bring back the thing, we can because we have the chicken pot, right?
You have the pot.
Yeah, the jar.
Maybe we could do a little.
So we'd have a reason to go see Bevlorna, give her chicken pot, and just knock her out and take the cat and run.
Or just give her the pot.
You just
and
for
try
the
to
cat.
for the cat.
We can start with that and then turn to violence. I'm okay with it.
You guys,
Cool.
First, may not be there.
You might want to get that haste off him. He's getting weird ideas.
It's good that we get these combat sessions.
He's like,
Little shits. It's good. Fuck these little
Yeah,
guys.
come off energy haste.
You might be on her way to yawn, though.
Good decisions.
I might keep the haste on for. I mean, it'll probably run out by the time we're done crying over the oil can.
Yeah, I think-
They're just coming so fast.
Horrible screams coming from it.
Oh,
yeah, haste
I
only
think
lasts a minute,
together,
right?
And then
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, it would be over before you can do anything else. But
that would be my ideal plan. Is basically what we laid out for Endelyn was we go here, we get the stuff we came for, we go to Bevlorna, give her the thing, get the cat, go back. Everybody's got their stuff. Give Endelyn her cat back. We tell her that Lim is not her real daughter and she can't control her anymore.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, we can try
Doesn't
that.
understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
That's true. I have no idea what you're saying.
I'll translate, but I'll leave that part out.
It sounded like there was more.
It definitely has been fun to try to
mom.
see the party outfay the Fae. It's been good.
It's exhausting.
You know what? I had a specific. I was like, oh, I have the language in mind I can give up, but then I never stated it at the beginning. Like I knew exactly what I was going to give up, but then I didn't have the list in front of me and I forgot. And like I was thinking about it, I thought about it, and then it slipped. I was like, oh shoot.
Well, that is it for us. Let us see if there's anybody out there we could go and shoot a raid over to. Is this the Chris Jones night? Is he doing his thing?
He's doing his thing, yeah.
Okay. Let's say hi to Chris Jones. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks.